boule. Ma boule. This is a way you can speak to a friend in Haiti, someone you're chummy with, or someone you're just, walking down the street and you can tell that they're lively and they want to interact this way. So you can always do that. Otherwise, you could say, Qui jan ou ye, or comment ou ye. And then you could say, Mwen bien, merci. If you want to be, it doesn't mean formal or informal. It just means, if you're speaking, I guess you could say formal, informal. But when I say that, then you're nervous about saying sac passé, and I don't want that to happen. It won't be entirely horrible to do that. So right now I'm going to explain the answer key for leçon 7. So your first half, 1 through 5, is written out in English. And so I'm going to go ahead and explain the Kreyòl translation. Remember, if your answer is different, go to the Learn Haitian Kreyòl group on Facebook and go ahead and ask us the question. Let us know what number, what lesson, what your answer was, what the answer was in the answer key, because we may not have the workbook on us, and then we can help you. Première. Give Mary the thing tomorrow. Buy Mary bagay la demain. Remember to répéter après moi. Repeat after me. Buy Mary bagay la demain. Now, the reason it's buy is because buy is to give. B-A-Y means to give. The only time we switch to bon or ba, you can look in your workbook, it's because there is a pronoun after it. Moi, ou, li, nous, yo. That's the only time. That's the only time we will change to give. So, because Mary is just a name, it's not a pronoun, you can say buy. Buy Mary. Give Mary. Bagay la. Bagay is thing. Y is not a vowel in Kreyòl. So because bagay ends in a consonant, we use la. This is found in lesson 2. If you had a hard time figuring out the form of the for this sentence or any of the sentences, please go to leçon deux, read it in the workbook, and also please watch all videos on the forms of the. All the practice sentences from lessons 1 all the way to this lesson, because that will help you, okay? It's really good. Remember, it's to drill it in the brain, all righty? Okay, so give Mary the thing. Buy Mary bagay la tomorrow. Demain. You can say Mary if you want people to call you Mary, but you can say Marie because that's how we say it in Kreyòl. So you can répéter après moi. Buy Marie bagay la demain. De. I sit with my husband. Moi chita avec Marim. If you wrote just the M, that is correct. You can say I sit, mshita, but remember to say it immediately, mshita. Don't say shita. It's like English. If you contract, it should come together. I would never say I will this way. I will come to see you. So if you say shita, you are not contracting it. So you want to say shita. If you wrote avec for with, that is correct. Remember, avec and ac are completely interchangeable. We do not abbreviate words at the end of sentences. We do contract 2 words together at the end of a sentence, but we don't abbreviate 1 word at the end of a sentence. Therefore, we cannot end a sentence with the word ac. Moi chita avec or ac Marim. Marie, husband belonging to me. Possession, possessor. Marie moi. Husband belonging to me. If you did not remember the possession possessor rule for any of this, please go back and watch the possession and possessor video teaching and in the workbook and in the video. And that is from your premier leçon. And look at all of the practice sentences drills and all of the sentences and phrases on the video that practices possession and possessor. Even if the focus is teaching on the past tense, please still go back because that will help you. The more you take it in, the more you will retain. You don't want to move forward if you feel like I am constantly making the same mistake. Okay? All right. So this sentence, Marie ends in a vowel. Because it ends in a vowel, it can contract with moi, ou, and li. So let's test it. Marie has 2 syllables. Marie. We should still have 2 syllables after we contract it with moi. Marim. It works. Répétez après moi. Moi chita ak marim. Bien fait. Toi. In July, I feel hot. Nan janvier, as I said, in January. So in July, I feel hot. Nan juillet, moi sentim chaud. Now, I'm going to teach you something before I have you répéter, okay? In Kreyòl, the pronoun that follows senti, remember, senti means to smell. So if you're trying to say, I feel hot, you would say, I feel like, which is senti. Senti means to feel like when the subject comes after. I feel like right? If you're not remembering this, please look at the teaching on senti in lessons 3 or 2. It's a verb, and there's a very good video teaching on the special verbs, the special vocabulaire from leçon 2 avec leçon 3. Lesson 2 along with and lesson 3. So basically what is happening is when we put a pronoun after senti, we contract it. Moi sentim, I feel like I'm. Li sentil, he feels like he's. Yo senti yo. Remember, it's very difficult to contract with yo and nous, so we typically don't know. Ou sentiu, you feel like you. Okay, so that's why I contracted it. It wasn't even that I was teaching you to contract, it's that we typically contract that way. If all you said was moi senti chaud, that means I smell hot. You need the subject to come afterwards, okay? So répétez après moi. Nan juillet, moi sentim chaud. This is pretty much broken down just like it is in English. In July, nan juillet, I feel, but we say I feel like, moi sentim hot, chaud. Répétez après moi. Nan juillet, moi sentim chaud. If you said sentim, that is correct. You can just say sentim. You can contract moi. I want you to contract as much as possible, remembering to look at the contraction teaching in leçon 6 and the contraction teaching in the video, because you don't want to just contract without looking at the rules and wonder why the answers are different. Okay? All right. Kat, take your cousin to church Friday night. Now, this is a male cousin, so it's cousin. Boys are icky. It'll help you remember cousin, zin, zin. Girls are cute. Female cousin, cousine. Male cousin, cousin. It'll just help you to remember. Doesn't mean men are icky, females are cute. Okay? Just to help you to memorize it. So, in Kreyòl, mene cousin l'église vendredi soir. If you said prends cousin, you definitely need to go back to your leçon 3 workbook teaching and video teaching on the difference between porter to carry, to bring. Mene, to take the lead. And prend, to take. I prends my mug. I take my mug. I porte my book. I bring my book. That means I'm carrying it. But when we are taking someone somewhere, we use the word mene because we're taking the lead to bring them somewhere. We're not carrying them. We're not taking them. We're leading them somewhere. I can take someone to church. I can take someone to the hospital. But if I'm not carrying them, I will not say porter. If I'm not snatching them to take them, I will not say prend. I'm going to say mener. If you said cousin ou, that's totally fine. I was able to contract cousin with moins ou or li because cousin ends in a vowel or nasal blend. In this case, a nasal blend. We can contract with moins ou and li to the right if it comes afterwards when the word before it ends in a vowel or a special blend. Now, cousin has 2 syllables. If it contracts well with ou, that means, by the way, ou, the W just means we're saying ou faster. We're not saying wawa wawa. We're just saying ou faster. If it contracts well with ou, it should still have 2 syllables. Cousin. Bien fait. So, take your cousin, menez cousin, to church. L'église. We don't say non. Non is literal. It doesn't say take her inside the church. It's just the verb take her to. So, menez cousin, l'église, Friday night. Vendredi soir. Répétez après moi. Menez cousin l'église vendredi soir. Bien fait. Remember, we don't say tomorrow night. We don't say Saturday night using the word nuit. We don't do that. We only use nuit when we're telling someone good night. Bonne nuit. We only use the word nuit when we are isolating the word and talking about the night. So if I were to say last night, I would say yes soir. But if I were saying that night, the other night, I can say nuit. Okay. 5. Where do you like to go? Qui côté ou remet aller? So, where? What place? Qui côté? You like. If you put fait in there for do, go back to leçon 6 in the workbook and watch the videos that teach on the question forms, and specifically videos with practice sentences with the question forms to remember that we do not include the verb to do like in English. What do you want? Where did he go? How does she do that? We don't use it. Our question forms are complete. So when we say qui côté, that means where do you like ou remet to go? Aller. We would not put non before aller. We're not saying where do you like inside go. To go. Remember the preposition to, in, into, on, down, up, stand up, sit down, turn around. They are included in our verbs. Action words, verbs. So, aller means to go. So this is why, where do you like to go? Répétez après moi is, qui côté ou remet aller? If you contracted ou to the W so that we say ou faster, let's see if that works. Côté ends in a vowel. It is easy to contract if moins, ou, or li comes after a word that ends in a vowel or a nasal blend, un and on. So, côté ends in a vowel. It has 2 syllables. Côté. Let's contract it with ou to see if it still has 2 syllables. Côté. Very good. Bien fait. That works quite well. Okay, so now we're going to go Kreyòl to English. I'm going to say the sentence in Kreyòl. You're going to répéter after me. This is not an articulation time. This is a time for me to explain to you why these are the translations. If you want to practice articulating this portion of the teaching, you can look at the preceding video that teaches you to listen to the sentences in Kreyòl so you can try to translate them, because I break them down a lot for you to practice your articulation. 6. Qui juillet? Qui juillet means what day is it? Qui joue? What day? Li? It? Yay? Be. If you did not remember that yay comes at the end of a question when it is the only action word, it is the only verb, it means to be, go back to say and yay videos for leçon 3 and leçon 4. And then you can look at the practice sentences for to be or not to be, say and yay. So what we are saying in Kreyòl is, what day it be? Because that's the action, to be. Qui juillet? What day is it? 7. Remember, you répétez après moi one time. 7. Moi v'lais aller Port-au-Prince dans janvier. I want to go to Port-au-Prince in January. In Kreyòl, you can skip non. Moi v'lais aller Port-au-Prince janvier. You can absolutely do that. Sometimes we use na because you're going to be in Port-au-Prince, literally. That's totally fine. So, I want verb to go. Moi v'lais aller. That's where that's coming from. To Port-au-Prince. Port-au-Prince. So, go to aller Port-au-Prince. Then you have in January. This is like a no-brainer. This one is very easy. I want to go to Port-au-Prince in January is a literal translation of what is on there. Okay? 8. Grand-mère toujours frette dans février. Grandma is always cold in February. Grandmother is always cold in February. This one literally is a direct translation. Grand-mère, grandma, toujours frette, is always cold, dans février, in February. If you're going, why didn't it say grand-mère c'est toujours frette? C'est would mean that she's not grandma, she is always cold. Hi, always cold, how are you? So we don't translate is, am, or are unless we're saying that person is that being. She is mom. Lycée maman. He is a doctor. Lycéon docteur. But otherwise, we won't put say in front of it because grandma is not the being of cold. So we omit the word to be. 9. Ou gen deux petites cognères. You have 2 children now. You have 2 children right now. It could be ou gain. Gain is just the abbreviation of gain. You have ou gain deux petites. So if you forgot the number deux and you wrote about, just go to leçon 4 to practice the counting in the workbook and watch the videos on counting. Watch any practice sentences on numbers. This will help you. You have 2 children, ou gen deux petites now, cunyea, right now, cunyea. Okay. 10. Matin, nous manger en pile. This morning, we eat a lot. Now, because this morning obviously is past, we can imply past tense. This morning we ate a lot. Because in English, we wouldn't say this morning we eat a lot. We would say this morning we ate a lot. In Kreyòl, we have implied past tense. If I said, hier, nous mangeons en pile. Yesterday, automatically you know it means we ate a lot. Okay? It's kind of like the plural. If I say kat timun, 4 kids, I don't have to say kat timun yo. I don't have to put yo to add that S, like English, that it's plural. Kat lets you know that. So if I say this morning or yesterday, you already know it's past tense. You can add te. Matin, nous te manger en pile, but we don't have to. Okay? So this morning is matin. We use the forms of the for this in our temporal time. Today would be the day instead of this day. Jeudi a. This afternoon will be the afternoon. Après-midi a. This morning is the morning, matin. So this morning is matin. We ate, nous manger, a lot, en pile, much, en pile. So that's why the translation is this morning we ate a lot. Okay, now the next video is you listening to me speak in Kreyòl with your devoir. Please, écoutez, and I want you to répéter après moi, repeat after me, and write your translations down. Go to your dictionary when you pause to see, did I get this word right? When you are completely done listening to me and trying to work on it yourself with listening to me and the dictionary, go to the answer key. When you're done with the answer key and go, I'm not getting why this is different, watch the next video after that is going to explain to you the devoir for leçon 7. English to Kreyòl, Kreyòl to English. If you feel like my answer is still different and I still don't know why, go to the Learn Haitian Kreyòl group on Facebook. Tell us the lesson, whether it's an exercice or devoir, the number, what your translation was, what the workbook translation was, and why it's confusing you. Okay, guys, like this video. Take a break. Don't do the devoir next. Wait a couple days at least, and I'll see you there. Au revoir.